Hey guys, it's Amphibian. Welcome back to the channel. And no, this is not FSX with a graphics mod. That is an air creation trike. And this is by Demios Inc. Now, normally do military aircraft, so I was a little surprised to see this, but this gives me fond memories of the FSX default trike, which was, I believe, was a different model. But this is a 912 by the company. It's their Tanag, which is not a kind of Klingon pet squirrel. I checked. Now, it comes as a ready-to-fly aircraft, and it's available in amateur build kits in the UK by Air Creation, the French developer, or Air Creation, I'm going to call it. I'm not going to try and pronounce it in French, because I'm bad at that. Either way. So, this aircraft, typically, we're looking at this version with a Bionics 15 wing, is going to be crew of 1, passenger 1. Wingspan's about 9.8 meters, height 3.5, wingspan 15, wing area 15 meters squared. Typically powered by a Rotax 912, 4-cylinder engine, putting out about 100 horsepower. Now, with a 3-blade prop on it, this thing can get up to about 85 knots, max speed, cruising around 73, stall speed of 30, and it's a bag of fun. Now, this is £15. It comes with a bunch of liveries, and we have different versions. So this is the fun. This is why I picked this up, because land? Meh, 15's a lot. But given that we get a amphibian and a ski plane, let's take a look at this, shall we? Now, this is a fully FSX, oh my god. I'm stuck in that mentality, and it is the Bionics wing. It is absolutely a 2024 native model, including, yes, a little ultralight trike with removable, prop covers, tags, covers, and such like that. Which, honestly, is a novelty that I wouldn't have expected. Modelling-wise, it looks rather good, actually. Certainly not bad at all. Let's hop in, shall we? Okay. I don't know what that does. That gets us... What did I click? I clicked something. Either way. We're in the front seat. So, let's go with the power on, shall we? Battery on. Okay, we've got pitch trim there. Oh, we can actually put the... That's rather neat. For something this simple to actually be able to pop up our tablet here. Put the parking desk so I can actually see what I'm doing here. A little bit of weird placement, I will admit, but it's one of those things of just like, you're going to have to work with what you can see at the time. But it's nice to at least have it. So we can go into here, we can put on various things we want to see. So we can look at our flight planner, for example, get our moving map up there if we wanted it. And guess where we are? We are at the eponymous KFRI, Friday Harbour. Because where else can I test an ultralight? In Flight Sim, right? It kind of feels very important, and we're streaming this, so it just decided to blur itself for some reason right now, which is unusual. This doesn't normally happen to me, so the internet must be eating itself at the moment. It's gone, there we go, perfectly clear. So let's make sure everything is set as it should be, and because I am a Battlefield 6 player, that means I need to turn back on my flight controls. Whoa, hello. Stop. Okay, what did I just do? I just did something funky there. So let's make sure we have our mixtures on. Our throttle is out. And we're going to start the aircraft, shall we? There we go. Now, we do have a radio and a transponder in here, which is appropriate. You'd think I'd be prepared for these things, but I'm absolutely not. There we go. We've got everything we need to have here. Good to go. Let's take this thing for a spin, shall we? There we go. Head tracking on, because this is one of those aircraft that head tracking will absolutely be a fantastic thing for. To look around and enjoy ourselves. So, obviously, this is how you actually fly the thing. You push and shove and wiggle. It's a hang glider with an engine, which is fun, because it's very simple. Beautiful views, for sure. Not sure about that prop disc. We'll take a look in a second. Very simple to operate, of course. Simple aircraft, simply built and effective. Works through 24 models, of course, it is native. Okay, let's do this thing. Now, it's going to be off the ground in no time whatsoever. I don't even need to look at my instruments here. It's not how you fly one of these things. And we're up and away. Pull that little Rotax back a smidge, and we're airborne. And you feel very much one with the aircraft in something like this, because it is so light, so small. A little bit of wind here pushing us to the side there. I'll get a I don't really have a rudder here, so I'm just kind of having to guide it. I've been pushing my rudder pedals like I actually have a rudder, but you don't actually have a rudder, because what's the rudder on this? So you're essentially flying it with just your pitch and roll. There we go. So like I said, not a complicated aircraft, fairly simple, it's fun, but the most important part of this is we can do some fun things with it, including it's cutting back here to idle, and she's going to glide very well, because essentially what you are, you're a heavy hand glider. I want to go a little faster, so we'll dive down. Okay, not quite that much of an easy glider, it's not a sailplane of course. So we'll give it some power. Easily enough, though. And being fairly light, it means off airport is really easy. You can go almost anywhere. Installing this thing's quite difficult. But there's a little house over there. I want to go land at this. Why not? Oh, God. That has no pitch left. I need engine power. Okay. It doesn't fly like I expect it to. Things I would do in a plane, it doesn't want to do, because it does fly very differently. You know what? This field in front of me feels like a good spot. Turns out power on is useful unless you have a decent amount of speed. Yeah, it's taking some getting used to for my brain not to... In fact, I'm taking my feet off the pedals, because they don't do anything. We're getting a little altitude here. We'll come around, we'll land on the runway at Friday Harbour. Shouldn't land it downhill, but it won't matter in this. Okay, there's the airport. We're okay. Yeah, I'm expecting to be able to throw my rudder into this, and it doesn't work. So, it's an unusual experience, but authentic one at least. So, give it some roll and just help it come around. There we are. Nice and simple. Little bit more juice. Yeah, this is not quite what Friday Harbour looked like in FSX, is it? It's a little nicer. I like this little neighbourhood up here. And I think this is one of the nice things about aircraft like this. You can just cruise over these kind of areas and enjoy the sights. You know, hilltop roads there, and baseball diamonds, towns, villages, explore the scenery. Let's roll ourselves in here. Oh. There we go. Takes a little getting used to, but it's actually fairly unique. I've flown some of the other ultralights we've had in the sim, and they've not been entirely unusual to fly. This one actually feels fun. And we definitely have to go check out its other versions, the Amphib and the ski plane. So we'll put down here. Okay, that's on the runway, that counts. Okay, let's go. We're on the runway. That counts. We have got toe brakes. Easy. See? Not bad for my first attempt to fly this thing. Which it should be hard, because it's a hang glider with wings. With an engine. Of course hang gliders have wings. What am I saying? Let's go look at the float plane, shall we? Okay, so here we are in Florida, south of the Everglades. And this is our little baby amphibian. Isn't it adorable? Look at those tiny little floats. So cute. Okay. First off, let's get off and do some walking on water. Necessary, of course, for that kind of thing. I think we've got rid of the chocks, which exist somehow because of that. So, gears coming up now, nice and easy. So, power, again, simple job with this aircraft, which is to just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, start the engine, off we go. Okay. And that should be a case of... It's this simple. There's no flaps. There's no nothing. We've got a life jacket on. How's she fly on the water? Actually quite nice. Oh my god, it's digging some troughs. These tiny floats somehow work well. And I believe we have permanent water rudders down there. Unless I'm quite mistaken. We have a radio. A little paddle. Huh. This is surprisingly delightful on the water. Okay. Again, rudders don't do anything here, so we'll just fly it around, take a look at her, see how she goes, and put her back down again. Nothing that unusual to see, but it is rather fun to have this because, sure, it's going to be a lot slower because of the weight and drag, but it's a little amphibian. That's actually kind of fun. You could literally go anywhere into very many tiny spaces with this once you get used to it. It's the yacht club here. This feels like the exact aircraft for the Everglades. Let's land on this river ahead of us, shall we? Ah, there's the seaplane base. Some of the dock buildings for it. We'll land on this canal and try not to get eaten by a swamp puppy. Although it feels like I'm about to be in a Roger Moore Bond movie. It should be a sheriff's car that's about to leap over the bridge here in a second. Let's not hit the bridge, shall we? Let's sleep sideways just a smidge. I keep remembering I have to pitch back when I'm trying to do that. Oh god, I'm going to hit a tree. I'm going to hit an alligator. Okay. Okay, no alligator. Alligator! Or tree, one of the three. So yes, don't attempt to land on canals unless you know what you're doing. Clearly, I do not. But it's actually a little blast. I think dodging a bridge was more than I expected. Let's go play with skis. Skis seem safer than water and alligators. Best get out of this before anything bad happens. So here we are in the ski variant, high above the Canadian Rockies. And somehow this looks really appropriate, doesn't it? And yeah, these are, I believe, landing gear operated skis because they appear to be attached to the wheels. Although they seem to not actually have it up or down, just to go. Yeah. I think my pilot's probably quite cold on this aircraft, so let's hop aboard the cockpit and let's go down, shall we? Let's go play in the snow. Because this is why I bought this aircraft, entirely for the ski version. Because I want to play in the snow. And this feels like a great alpine shenanigans mobile. I like shenanigans. Let's go have some. I'm quite high up right now, so we're working on fixing that. And it does actually have trim, by the way. So, it is... I mean... Technically that's kind of your arm, but it does have an actual pitch trim thing here. Oh, that is the trim. Sorry. I guess that's how where you hold it. Oh, what's that do? Oh, that's getting in and out of the aircraft. Oh, useful to know. Well, I don't want to exit now. Obviously, if I'm flying, I don't want to get out. That would be bad. Okay. It is well made. I do like that. Okay, this glacier seems like a good safe spot to have some fun. Okie dokie dokie. Let's do things that are typically considered a mistake. Now I just want to get low and I can slow down once I'm there. We'll do some skipping on the snow. Have some fun. It's kind of like skiing, just, you know, with consequences. This looks fun over ahead of us. So, pitch and a little bit of back pressure. Once I give it some yaw, or roll even. And now I should be able to come in here and we'll kiss the snow a little bit. Kick up some powder. Whee! Okay, let's touch down here and... We're basically skiing. Ooh, okay. Okay, we're just gliding really close to the ground now. We can't seem to get slow enough to get down. Oh no, maybe we'll touch down here. Maybe. It's probably quite rocky in real life, but in the sim it's at least slightly. Oh my god, this is fun. Okay. This is a blast. We can just fly down and whoopsie daisy. Okay. Yeah, no, this is the environment this whole aircraft was built for. Skiing. This is tons of fun because you can just pick mountains, you can get a good groove. Once you get used to how to fly it, you can slam it into a good pipe, get the thing skiing, and just have a blast. And once you decide you want to go somewhere else to ski, we can do this. A little bit of speed, and we could doesn't actually want to brake clear. It does now. A bit more lift. There we go. We are a little high up right now, so it's probably going to impede its performance. I have a plan. This could work, so we'll see how this plays out. Trust me, this is probably going to kill me. So, just work with it, okay? There's a plan to this. This is technically a plan. Okay, my plan is about to be applied. I bid you all goodbye. This is probably not going to be how I want it to go out, but we'll make it work if it does. Okay. Let's play this out carefully, shall we? A little bit of power. Goose this thing into the right pitch. Okay. The hard part is done. Okay, we seem to be not turning around. That's bad. We're flying backwards. This is how I die. That's what I wanted to do. We're going to J-turn a plane. Oh god. Oh god. I'm doing 360s. This is not meant to be. Red Bull Rampage. Duh. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Oh no. Okay, yeah, no, this is what this plane was designed for. I think I just pulled a 720, no hope. Yep, that happened. This thing's great. Like, screw the wheels, screw the amphibian, the skis is where it's at. Doing dumb stuff on snow, especially coming into winter, this is a blast. Like, no doubt, I just got my £15 worth out of that moment of stupidity you got to enjoy. So, yeah, this might be how I spend my Christmas, I think. Okay, let's bring it to a nice gentle rest on the slope here. I think I'm taking this to the Alps to go party. Whew, there we go. Decent animations there on the skis. You see them moving around. You know what? This is actually really fun. Huh. Well, boys and girls, I highly recommend this, actually. At first I was like, nostalgia. Now I'm like, epic fun. Go buy it. Bye.